Hello, this is David. I'm Diego, and I work for a Brazilian YouTube channel.
Okay.
And the presenter of the channel is a big fan of Hulk, and he really likes your face with the character. He says you did a really good job.
Thank you.
And he wanted to ask you, and he has a complete collection of Hulk in Brazil.
Okay.
Everything that was that exists about Hulk in Brazil, he has.
Okay.
He want to ask you that in a few years back, Hulk has had bad stories.
Okay.
He doesn't think that Hulk had good stories in the late years.
The late years when I was writing it?
I'm sorry?
When I was writing it?
No, not with you.
Oh,
He loves your
recently.
face.
Oh,
He
okay.
thinks you're amazing.
Okay.
So he thinks that the late years, right now,
Okay.
he thinks that the stories are not good.
Okay.
And some of them are medium and bad.
Okay.
And not the best of the characters, not what it could be. And do you want to ask you, what do you think, what do you think the trajectory of Hulk should be in the comic? What should happen to him? And what do you think is the best face of the character?
Well, at this point, nothing's going to happen to him because Bruce Banner's dead. So there's really nothing that could be done with him, but with him being dead in it. So that would be a problem unless I want to do some stories about dead Bruce Banner, which, considering the way the Marvel Universe is constructed, would be really easy to do. So I would basically have him destroy hell or wherever it is that he winds up in an effort to try and get back to the world. I'd probably do an entire series that was a fantasy piece until we managed to bring him back up to the Marvel Universe.
Do you think he can fit on Hell?
Do I think what?
He can fit in Hell?
Oh, sure.
It's a big place?
It's a big place, but he would make it very exciting down there.
Yeah, you think he would confront the devil? Or?
Well, actually, I have him confront Guido from X Factor, who is now ruling Hell. So that would actually be a pretty interesting story.
And he asks what is the best face of the character?
Oh, yeah.
Or what is the best period of the character?
When I was writing it?
No, ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, obviously my favorite is going to be when I was writing with that. I would say the best period was the 12 years I was on the book. But I'm a writer and therefore egocentric, so it's natural for me to say that that's my favorite period.
And you also wrote the You also wrote the Aquaman?
Yes, I did.
Which was also very good.
Oh, thank you.
It's a very different point of view of the character.
I actually was thrilled when they first started releasing pictures of Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Because the funny thing was, the modern day fans are looking at it and going, why does Aquaman look like that? He's got long hair, he's completely wrong. And the older fans are going, no, that's Peter David's Aquaman. They all recognized it instantly as Aquaman the way he looked when I was writing. I mean, granted, he doesn't have a harpoon on his hand, but who knows? We haven't seen the movie yet. Maybe he winds up losing the hand and getting a harpoon. I'd be fine with it.
What do you think is that? What do you think he is? Like, what's
He's Tarzan of the Apes underwater. I mean, that's really what he is. I mean, he was raised by animals. He's the ruler of the environment in which he lives. He's Tarzan of the Apes, but he can breathe underwater. To my mind, he's one of the most powerful villains, powerful characters in the DC universe. I mean, people always say, oh, Batman's so much cooler. You know what? If you took Aquaman and dropped him with only the costume on his back in the middle of Gotham City, in the worst part, he'd be fine. He'd fight his way out, he'd get to the water, he'd jump and he'd swim away. If you drop Bruce Wayne with only the clothes on his back into the middle of the Marianas Trench with sharks around him, he's done. That's it. Goodbye, Bruce. You know, so don't tell me that Aquaman is a lame character because he's a character who can function at full capacity on the entire Earth's surface, whereas everyone else can only operate on 1/4 of this planet. You know? Since he's fine on land or water, to my mind, that makes him one of the most potent heroes in the DC universe.
Did you ever know Peter David?
What? Yeah, I'm Peter David. Hi. Okay, we can keep talking.
Okay, and I also wanted to ask you about when you, what do you think is the best part of Aquaman? Best interpretation? Yours again?
Well, yeah, obviously. Although I did like what I like Nick Hardy's Aquaman. I thought that was a lot.
What do you think about that? That
Charge?
Sorry?
Charge?
No, if you want to throw money in my tip jar, that's nice, but I don't charge.
What do you think? What do you think of them like the spring so adequate and?
Well, I like what they're doing now in the current Aquaman. I think they're doing some nice stuff.
Did you like the one with Jeff Jones?
Yeah, I like Jeff's work. I thought Jeff did a very nice Aquaman. I mean, do I like it as much as mine? No, but again, you know, ego.